We'll be looking at how to create a video using a blank project on Animaker by recreating the following video.
Lifecore.com. We protect your dreams.
In the process, we'll also be covering about different features inside the app, creating backgrounds, adding text, adding characters and customizing it, creating custom characters, adding transitions, voiceovers and music tracks, and downloading the video. Sounds useful? Hop on, let's begin. Once the project opens, this is how the interface of Animaker application will look like. It is divided into 5 simple parts. In the center is the workspace where you'll be creating the video. On the right hand side is the scene section. Scenes are like the slides in a presentation. Similar to how several slides together form a presentation, several scenes together form a video. By default, the duration of a scene is 10 seconds. Of course, you can always increase or decrease it as you wish. At the bottom is the timeline. It is divided into 2 simple parts, scene timeline and overall timeline. While the scene timeline lets you make micro level adjustments to a specific scene, the overall timeline lets you edit the video on a macro level and adjust the audio tracks. Over the timeline, you can notice a few more options, starting from the option to add camera effects, followed by the voiceover adding option, and finally the commenting option. On the left hand side is the library. It has all the elements like animated characters, properties, backgrounds, stock images, videos, and music tracks that you will need to create your video. On the top is the menu. You can access the dashboard from here, undo and redo the changes that you made to your project, rename your project file, preview your project, share it, and download it. Let's start with adding some colors to the background. This place of the interface is called the item menu. Whenever you select an object like character, text, background, image, video, or any other element that is present in a scene, options to edit that specific element will appear in the item menu over here. Click on the change color option. You can select the color that you like and even add multiple colors to the background by selecting this plus icon over here. You can also change the gradient effects applied to it. So this is how you can apply multiple colors to the background. Let's see how to add text to the scene. First, go to the text section and select a text box. Type in the text that you want. Click on the change color option in the item menu and change the color of the text. Now select the edit text option in the item menu and edit the text the way you want it to be. You can change the font style, size, and spacing between the letters. Below that, you have options to add special effects to the text. On the timeline, you can notice a bar. It represents when and how long the text will appear. For instance, I want this text to appear a little later after the start of the scene. So I'm going to select the left edge of the bar and I'm going to drag it and keep it around the 0.5 second mark. Let's preview the scene to see the changes that we made now. You can find the preview option over the timeline. It will play the scene right from where we have kept the playhead in the timeline. To move the playhead to the start of the scene, select the option named as left on the timeline. Now hit the preview option. This is how you can control when an object should appear in a scene. I find the scene to be long and wish to reduce its duration. You can reduce the duration of a scene using the plus and minus options present at the bottom of the scene timeline. Let's reduce the duration of the scene to 5 seconds by clicking on the minus icon for 5 times. You would have also noticed that the text appeared abruptly, so let's apply an animation effect to it. With the text selected, select the option named as animation from the item menu. Now you can see the list of animation effects that can be applied to the text. Apply the effect that you want. On the timeline, you can see the animation effect in the form of a highlighted part. You can increase or decrease the duration of the animation effect by adjusting the length of this part. Let's preview this animation. In the same way, I am going to add one more line of text to this scene. Instead of going to the text section and adding a text box and editing it from scratch, I can copy the current text by pressing Command C and paste it again by pressing Command V. You can use the Control key instead of Command key if you are using Windows operating system. Now you can simply change the text alone. Doing this will help you save the extra effort spent on adding a new text box and applying animation effects to it. As the next step, I want to add a character to the scene. To add a character, go to the character section on the library and select a character that you like. You can further customize the colors present on the character using the change color option present in the item menu. If you want to use a customized, once you're done, save it using the option at the top. You can find the newly created character under the My Character section of the library. Select the character on the scene and use the Replace option in the item menu and add the custom character to the scene. On the left hand side, you can notice the different actions that can be applied to the character. You can apply any of these actions to your character and can always change it later if you wish. To have a better view, use the Expand option at the top. Now you can either scroll down or use the search option to find the desired action. I want an action in which he looks happy. As a final step for this scene, I want to add a camera effect. Click on the camera timeline option over the timeline. If you further click on the icon in the timeline, you will get two more options, static camera and dynamic camera. Select the dynamic camera option to add a dynamic motion to the scene. Now you can notice a highlighted part in the timeline. As you would have guessed correctly, this is the duration for which scene I want a 2D. Right now you can see that the text is character and select the option named as position and further already seen how to do these steps. So I'm going to use the flip option in the item menu and change its direction. Let's reduce the size of the workspace using the zoom option at the top so that we can easily position the character on the right place. Let's add the second action to the character. Click on the option named Action Plus from the item menu. Now select the plus option present on the left hand side to add the following. Select the gender, language and voice.